What is up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Chongyun from C0 versus C6. So if you want to take a look at the constellations, I'll be placing the timestamp in the description box below. Alright, so as I said in my previous video, I did want to get Chongyun from the Zhongli banner, but I wasn't able to get him all from those wishes on my last video, but after 50 to 60 more wishes, I got him to C6. So right now, we are at C6 Chongyun. So let's go over all the constellations and explain their benefits. So for C1, which is Ice Unleashed, so you get 3 extra Ice Blades on the last attack of Chongyun's normal attack string, and each of those Ice Blades deal 50% of cryo damage. So I'll show a clip which shows Chongyun's normal attack string at C0. There, and this is what it looks like at C1. So you get 3 extra Ice Blades. So let's take a look at the damage. Alright, so here we have some enemies and we'll be trying out his C1. So you hit for around 1-2 damage each, and my attack is 1681. So it should hit around only 800 each, but I do have a cryo cup here, which explains the higher damage. Moving on to Chongyun C2, so let's take a look at it. C2, Atmospheric Revolution. So elemental skills and elemental bursts cast within the frost field created by Spirit Blade Chonghwa's layered frost have their cooldown time decreased by 15%. So this is Chongyun's E skill. So let's take a look at its effect. So this is Xingqiu. So his E usually has a 20-second cooldown, but when we cast it on Chongyun's E, it should be lower pretty significantly. So let's cast E, and if we cast it within the field, only has around 18 seconds now, so that's 15% cooldown time decrease. Alright, so once you get Chongyun to C1, he'll be a good main DPS, but once you get him to C2, he'll be a good, an even better support as well. So moving on to Constellation 3. Constellation 3 as well as Constellation 5, both of these they just level up your skills. So I'm at 6 for both my E and my Q, but since I have Constellation 3 and 5, it shows up as level 9. So this one, our Q hits for around 242% each blade, and our E hits for 292%. So moving on to the 4th constellation, which is Constellation 4, Frozen Skies. So Chongyun regenerates 1 energy every time he hits an enemy affected by cryo. This effect can only occur once every 2 seconds. So on paper it doesn't look super good, but since our burst only requires 40 energy, this can help increase the uptime of the burst. So let's go and see. First, we need to deplete our Q. Alright, so if we hit someone with cryo, we should regenerate some energy, as you can see there. So it has a cooldown of around 2 seconds. But yeah, as you can see, the increase is pretty noticeable since Chongyun only has a 40 energy cost for his burst. So that helps a lot, especially since when you use your E, all of your attacks get converted to cryo. Alright, so moving on to the 6th constellation, which is, I think his C1, C2, and C6 are the most important constellations for him. So this C6 improves his burst potential by a lot, since from the normal 3 spirit blades, you get one more additional Spirit Blade for his burst, as well as 15% more damage if you use your Q ability on enemies with a lower percentage of their max HP remaining than Chongyun. Let's go and take a look at how it looks like, but you probably saw from earlier how it looks like. I'll flash on the screen what the normal 3 blades look like. There, so now let's go and look for enemies to test our C6 burst on. Alright, so let's regenerate some energy first. Once you get C1, you should always get to the last attack of his normal attack string, since it's a great burst of damage. So our burst is up. So right now our HP isn't at 100%, so if we use Q on this Hilichurl, it won't get the extra 15% damage, but if we bring him to a lower percentage of max HP, we'll be able to get the 15% more damage. So let's go and test it out. So he blocked some of the attacks, but it hits for around 6,500 damage. Just make sure before you do your burst on anyone, you get them below the percent HP that you have. Alright guys, so that's the showcase of C0 versus C6 Chongyun. So those are the benefits of each constellation that you get. For C1, you turn into a better main DPS. For C2, you get extra support capabilities. And for C6, you turn into an even better burst support. I play Chongyun as a main DPS because he is my favorite character. So yeah, having him at C1 really helps him out a lot as a main DPS. But really all of his constellations help him become a better character overall. So that's it guys, so hope you liked that video. If you want more content like this, please do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it to your Chongyun friends. Share it to those popsicle boys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. They're fading into the background.